Many Americans are outraged at the
rigged trial, a disgrace.
They're drawing a line in the sand, and my only question is, this is what did it? It wasn't the demolition of the economy with trillions in debt and spending and the devaluation of the dollar, lockdowns and mandates that violated your freedom, the flagrant suppression of free speech, the repeated attempts to violate your right to self-defense, invasive spying for decades, even before 9/11, with lawmakers and presidents continuing to codify it to this day, perpetual lies from politicians across the spectrum to justify trillions spent on endless wars and the destruction of millions of lives, the persecution of whistleblowers who expose abuses and corruption, codifying the government's right to indefinitely detain you without charge, the CIA engaging in torture, abuse, and coups, and the FBI repeatedly violating your rights and endangering you, the corporatist oligarchy turning the food supply to chemicals, then selling you drugs that often make you sicker, the assassination of American citizens without trial, bringing the imperial state home to local police, a broken justice system that victimizes people all over the country who aren't powerful politicians, and making you pay for all of it? If you've watched all this for years, but it was the system coming down on Daddy Trump that really did you in, you fundamentally don't understand the problem. Maybe you were waiting for him to save you from all of this, but first of all, he perpetuated all the worst aspects of this exact system. Second, giving your power away to government and politicians and expecting them to save you is why the inherently corrupt, violent, and abusive system has encroached for so long. The worst part of the Trump verdict is that so many Americans who consider themselves anti-establishment were still buying into the system's imaginary legitimacy and are rejecting it now because it got to their favorite politician. You've been made content to let somebody else handle it for you and take care of you, yet neither has occurred, just more corruption and abuse. Even with a precious piece of paper saying explicitly that this isn't allowed. No politician or piece of paper can change the nature of the state, but the same delusions are true of the people cheering the verdict. They too believe politicians and government will save them from the very problems politicians and government have wrought. I know it's hard to accept that no politician or government is coming to save you, and that the institutions you are made to believe worked for you simply exploit and violate you. I know it's difficult to face that only you can save yourself and only you own yourself, not some political party, politician, or government. But it's in no way harder than living under the hallucination that ruling class politicians, including Daddy Trump, are going to save you from themselves.